Hello, my friends, it's FPS Drathamus again, and today we're— Cut! Drathamus, come on, man, you can't do that. Do what? That I'm just trying to show these lovely people some firearms. No, the fake Russian accent. You're terrible at it, and you should feel bad. Oh, but I just want to have fun. Just come on, man. How's it going, you sexy beast? Welcome back once again to our absolute favorite day of the week, I hope. It's Friday. As per the usual Friday business, I'm sure you're sitting down after your weekly lineup of classes, just now getting off of work, or just lounging around in your silky smooth banana hammock. Oh yeah, don't kid yourself, I've seen it. Whichever it is, I hope it's full of awesomeness, because it's time for another episode of the Fan-Picked Friday Challenge! This is a series where you and those lusciously beautiful jewels of yours that you call eyes can suggest any type of loadout for me to run within PlanetSide 2, and see just how terribly I get utterly wrecked and ripped apart, chewed up, and spit out by the likes of Maxes and Rocket Pods. Or if I totally kick ass. Usually doesn't happen. Last week's episode was the Grenadier Loadout by Atlas Silver 1, which featured the Gauss Compact Carbine for the new Conglomerate. If you wish to make a suggestion for next week's episode, go ahead and leave a comment in the section below, and I'll choose one of the most top voted comments to use in next week's Fan-Picked Friday Challenge. With the formalities out of the way, today's challenge comes from L. Johnson, and he calls it the Comrade. It's a Terran Republic heavy assault with a T-9 CARV-S with 2x reflex, extended magazines, and whichever ammo and barrel of choice. I personally left those two blank since communist certs are so rare. Secondary is the T2 Inquisitor with laser sight, launchers the ML7 or Decimator, which I opted for the latter. Suit, ammo belt, ability, Nanite mesh generator, grenades, default fragmentation, and C4 in our utility slot. Mindset, do it for the motherland. L. Johnson left a very, very badass descriptor as well, which I'm required to read with my terrible, thick, awfully Russian accent. The Comrade is special Terran soldier. Not fear of death and of much bravery, Comrade is only known of charging enemy. Armed with superior bullet delivery machine, Comrade fill enemy of motherland with much lead. When very danger, Comrade activate anti-capitalist justice barrier. Bullet do not have effect on glorious red shield. Commander say, to make fight easier, Comrade tape down trigger of bullet delivery machine. Commander say, cone of fire bloom is capitalist lie. Comrade only stop shoot when blue and purple big dog swine oppressors of no more move. Comrade who survive battle receive extra timber vodka. Good luck. Okay, L. Johnson, you've done it. This was an absolute pain in the ass to record, since I would just, burst out laughing halfway through. Partially due to how terrible I am with accents, as well as how awesomely written the description for this loadout was. Regardless, slaying capitalist pig was really, really fun at the CARV-S. Slapping that extended magazine onto a fast-firing LMG just made always a wet dream for me. Wait, did I say that out loud? Whatever. And it pretty much made reloading feel near inexistent. I thoroughly enjoyed hosing down bullshit maxes with my near endless stream of bullets, despite them being nearly impervious to damage. How has the Muzzlehand blessed us with the CARV-S? Well, it's not too terribly bad. It deals 143 damage maximum up to 10 meters, and falls off to a minimum damage of 125 out at 65 meters. It fires at 698 rounds per minute, has a 100 round magazine, or 200 with our extended mags, another 300 in the reserve, or another 200 with our extended mags, a short reload speed of 4.64 seconds, which we typically don't run into, and a long reload speed of 5.58 seconds, which is just the same. Recoil is a pretty scary 0.42 vertical degrees per shot, which is just shy of the TMG 50's 0.45. It's not too much to worry about though, since we only have a 2x reflex sight on it. Lastly, muzzle velocity is an average 600 meters per second. If you're wanting to run as a Comrade for any other faction, which I have no idea why you would, since red is superior, you can pick up the closest factional equivalent to the CARV-S for the new Conglomerate and the Bonder Sovereignty in the Gauss S and the Flare VE6, respectively. Once you jump into the boots of a purebred Comrade, Equipped for battling off new capitalists or Ivanu socialists, you'll quickly realize that those 200-round magazines seem to quickly run dry. There's just not enough bullets to crush all opposition under supreme boot of hammer and sickle. Rockets were another problem entirely. I have not used the Decimator in pretty much forever, and it quickly became my favorite launcher all over again. There were plenty of assholes playing as Maxes while recording, and though the Decimator isn't able to one-shot them for whatever reason, it's severely underpowered, it was enough damage to have to pour only 50 more bullets into them instead of the usual 200 in order for them to fall at my red feet. Although, having the ability to hose down enemies with a 200-round magazine, coupled with the recently revamped Terran Republic audio, made holding down the trigger just far too fun. I caught myself laughing maniacally a few times while hosing down enemies, as their puny rifles needed to be reloaded before I even emptied a half of my magazine. What would I change in order to make this loadout super hardcore competitive for the major league gamer and all of us? Just a few tidbits. For the LMG, I'd probably swap out the extended magazines for forward grip. The doubled ammunition capacity is fun, but you'll want to tame the TR's faction trait of high horizontal recoil in order to extend into further ranges and slap your enemy silly with their CARV-S. As for the secondary, the Inquisitor is very situational until it gets that much needed 2-round burst. So until then, I recommend running with the repeater since it's the best fallback weapon in the game. Suit slot, I would probably rock out the advanced shield capacitor as it's quickly becoming one of my favorite certifications. And that's about it. Running as a Comrade, my KDR was a pretty solid 3.5 after about 3 hours of sheer mayhem and killing, as well as running into plenty of tanks and max units that seemed to ruin my day. So there you have it, you sexy beasts, the Comrade loadout by L. Johnson, featuring the CARV-S LMG, available to the Terran Communist Republic. Hopefully you guys liked this video, and if you did, please give it a big ass thumbs up and share it with all of your friends. If you have an idea for another really awesome vodka-laden loadout, then don't hesitate to post it in the comment section below. Make sure to include any weapons, vodka, attachments, vodka, abilities vodka, or any other vodka you can think of. I'll pick one of the most top-voted comments to use in next week's Fan Pick Friday Challenge. I love you guys. Hope you have a fantastic start to your weekend. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, read that cute little description at the bottom below, and make sure to subscribe. Because what's stopping you? It's free!